we can start. Can we really? Okay, well that's great. Well, we're a few minutes late, everybody, but welcome to the November 21st, 2024 regular town board meeting of the Webster Town Board. Let's say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Deneen, can you do roll, please?
Supervisor Flaherty.
Here.
Councilwoman Kirkcaldy. Present. Councilman Cahill.
Here.
Councilwoman Lynn. Here. Councilwoman Wright.
Here.
Town Attorney Genesi.
Present. All right, well, we have, compared to 2 weeks ago, I guess we have a relatively light agenda tonight, but our first item of the night is the open to the floor section, where each speaker is allowed up to 5 minutes to speak about anything their heart desires. And I don't know, I didn't do a good selling job tonight, Deneen, but we do have, I'm very excited about, our one speaker who signed in is Anna Taylor, who, Anna, if you'd like to take the podium. And as Anna is making her way up, I will say that Anna is the CEO, president of the Friends of Webster Trails. And for all of you who don't know about the Friends of Webster Trails, what they do to help with the park system and our however many miles of trails we have in town.
25 plus miles.
It's 25,
Yeah.
is amazing. And I also say that I got to know Anna better when we did a project a few years ago with the Green Space Committee, the Friends of Webster Trails, and the town of Webster. We had identified actually 80 parcels of vacant land that aggregated up to 2,400 acres, and we did about as robust a reach out to those landowners to see if they were interested in donating their land or selling their land to the town in a referendum, and it was quite a project. Unfortunately, at that time, after about 9 months of follow-up with those 80 owners, it was determined in mid-2022 that there really wasn't an appetite at that time to have a referendum to have the town buy land. But who knows what the future holds, right?
Exactly.
So, anyway, Anna?
Well, I was here just to make some comments regarding the proposed site plan for the property along Hojack Trail, the old lumber yard at the corner of Holt Road, well, on Holt Road. So the plans were made public, and our board reviewed the site plan. So we just had some feedback that we wanted to provide to the town. And I just wanted to build off of what Tom was saying and just introduce our group a little bit. So we're the Friends of Webster Trails. We've been around since 1997, and we're a 501c3 organization, and we were established, our first trail to maintain was in fact the Hojack Trail. So you can imagine that, with this site particularly right on the Hojack Trail, we just took a careful look at the plans, and we just wanted to provide our feedback. So I wanted to review our mission statement, and that is to advocate for the preservation and the natural character of Webster's open spaces. Promote this through sensible management, education, and low impact access. And advise the Parks and Rec Department and assist by planning, maintaining, and promoting recreational trails in the town of Webster. So we're happy to say that we have a great relationship with Parks and Rec and enjoy the work that we do. And also we're 100% volunteer and 100% donation. So there's no one on our staff. So when we reviewed the plans, we just wanted to, our board reviewed the plans, and we wanted to address a couple of concerns, specifically changes to the site plan and special conditions necessary to mitigate potential adverse impacts to the Hojack Trail. The changes to the site plan would be to recommend a vegetative buffer, that the plan be modified to include a thick, substantial vegetative buffer along the length of the Hojak Trail. A setback to make room for the vegetative buffer setbacks to be increased to 150 feet from the Hojak Trail property line, and not measured from the middle of the trail. And then we would strongly oppose clear cutting of the lots adjacent to the trail, to trails and parkland. So to keep that vegetative buffer and to keep the trail looking like a trail. And then for our mitigation for the adverse impacts of the trail, we would recommend a trail budget, so that a portion of the project budget be committed to trail improvements on a section of the Hojak Trail between Holt Road and Hard Road, which would include funds for the purchase of native trees and/or trail surface. So as you know, there are a lot of bikers and hikers on the trail, and as the trail gets worn away or construction is adjacent to it, you just want to make sure the surface is safe. And then for traffic, a total of 361 units proposed would add traffic to Holt Road, and precisely where the Hojak Trail crosses Holt Road. So we would be requesting pedestrian activated crossing, flashing light at the Hojak Trail at Holt Road, and signage upon the approach for, just so that cars were aware that pedestrians would be, there was a pedestrian crossing. So those are our comments and our review of the plan.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
Any questions?
I know that usually this is not a give and take in conversation, but
Okay.
you're the only person who signed up tonight. And we're running pretty much on schedule. I really appreciate your comments, and I appreciate the approach in that you're willing to work with what we're looking at and make it the best possible outcome for the trails, which is something we all really value in town. So I appreciate that. What I would ask is that even though you are here as a public speaker tonight, that perhaps you memorialize these comments and these requests and make sure that they are submitted to the planning board as the planning board is looking at these plans, because they're the ones who are ultimately going to be requesting those conditions of the developer.
Okay, absolutely. Yes,
So
thanks. That's
please
great
keep an
recommendation.
eye on that and continue with it. Take it up with the planning board as well.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thanks, man. I was going to discuss the exact same thing.
I was just gonna say, I like the idea of the crosswalk, I've seen those, I think they have them in Fairport.
Right.
That's a highly used trail, and it gets very, very busy, and people stand there, and you're running, and then you gotta like stop running, waiting for cars. It would be great to have that feature there, so totally
That's
great.
something we've discussed for a number of the trail crossings. In our an early discussion of it was we had hoped that perhaps we could incorporate that into the money that the county is looking for sidewalks on some of these county roads, that perhaps we could use some of that funding for enhanced pedestrian safety crossings.
That would be wonderful, yeah, and if you want, if you need any support from us or Friends of Webster Trails, or if we could be part of the dialogue for, recommending locations, we would certainly help and support.
Great. And
Yeah, thank you.
appreciate your willingness and everything that your organization does for the town. Anybody who walks those trails owes a debt of gratitude to your organization.
Thank you so much.
Anna, did you grab an agenda of tonight's board?
I did not, no.
It's out on the
Yeah,
podium out there.
okay,
If you have to leave, I understand, but this is a short agenda tonight, and I think agenda item number 7 may interest you.
Okay.
It might, if you want to stick around to hear what's said there.
it's not there. It says today's date.
That's for the workshop.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, okay. Well, then
Well, I can stick around.
You,
Thank you.
I think
Okay.
you'll know what I mean when you see that
All right.
agenda.
Thank you.
Does anybody else want to speak, even though we didn't have another sign in person? Okay. Well, next up is, You're not that good. You're Karnak, I mean, you gotta, I wanna read these minutes and see what I'm gonna say later on. Well, these are the November 7th, 2 weeks ago tonight, the workshop minutes and also the regular town board meeting minutes. I did look at the November 7th minutes. I make a motion that we approve the workshop minutes.
Second.
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye.
Councilman Cahill,
Aye.
Councilman Cattopi,
Aye.
Councilman Wynn, Councilwoman Ray.
Aye.
And I also reviewed the regular town board meeting from November 7th, 2024 minutes, and make a motion to approve those.
Second?
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cattopi,
Aye.
Councilman Cahill,
Aye.
Councilman Wynn, Councilwoman Ray.
Aye.
All right, let's hit. No, was it Jenny? Jenny.
Well, I have reviewed over the bills with our director of finance, Adam, and everything seemed to be in order. I make a motion to pay the bills, please.
Second?
Councilman Wynn,
Aye.
Councilwoman Ray,
Aye.
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cattopi,
Aye.
Councilman Cahill.
Aye.
And I reviewed the prepaid warrants as submitted by Paul Adams, the Director of Finance, and make a motion to approve those.
Second.
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye.
Councilman Wynn,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cattopi,
Aye.
Councilman Cahill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Ray.
Aye.
I also reviewed the purchase orders as submitted by Paul Adams, the Director of Finance, and make a motion to approve those.
Second.
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye.
Councilman Cahill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cattopi,
Aye.
Councilman Wynn,
Aye.
Councilwoman Ray.
Aye.
In our 6:30 tonight workshop, Paul Adams and Bridget Harvey went over the concept of engaging the Troy and Banks consultants. This next resolution has to do with authorizing the town supervisor to sign that agreement. Is there any comments or questions before that motion is made?
No, not beyond what we talked about at the workshop.
Well, I would move to authorize the town supervisor to sign an agreement with Troy and Banks Consultants LLC to conduct a cable television franchise fee compliance audit for the contingency fee, 50% of the underpayments identified and recoverable under the town's franchise agreement and/or state and federal law.
Second?
Councilman Cahill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Ray,
Aye.
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cattopi,
Aye.
Councilman Wynn.
Aye.
And the next resolution, I guess, would be yours, Jennifer, being in the Parks and Rec Department, but we are going to get $496,176.90 in the Monroe County ARPA monies to the town for, I'll say, Parks and Rec related youth sports items. If we decide as a board to do this resolution.
I think we will.
Probably.
I would move to authorize the supervisor to sign an intermunicipal agreement with Monroe County for the state and local fiscal recovery funds to be used for youth and senior, is it congregate programming, what?
Yes.
And related equipment between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2026.
Second.
Councilwoman Ray,
Aye.
Councilman Cahill,
Aye.
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cattopi,
Aye.
Councilman Wynn.
Aye.
Well, now the fun on that starts, because I did see Chris Bilo, our Parks and Rec Commissioner, today, and I think in the first quarter of next year now, it's like, what projects? You know, that fit the specificity of what you just read.
Well, and they're bound by the same requirements that we are with those funds, and that it has to be contracted for by the end of the year and spent by the end of
Yeah.
26.
26, yeah. In fact, that's what we just, they're tying up the loose ends of 12/31/24, the county and the
Right.
IMA and all that.
Yeah.
but then we got 2 years to spend it, but now we gotta figure out what to spend it on.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
I don't think so
That would be a
either, but, you
problem
know.
either.
It's a good problem to have if it is a problem.
More so.
Yeah, wow, we're zipping right along, right? We got three more. We had the 6:30, workshop, Matt Chatfield, gave a presentation on the Restore New York application. Any questions before we do this? Okay, well then, I'm gonna make a motion to set a public hearing for Thursday, December 5th at 7:30 PM on pursuing a Restore New York funding request for West Webster Hamlet revitalization, specifically properties at 600 Ridge Road, tax ID 078.20-1-11, and 602 Ridge Road, tax ID 078.20-1-16, to be published in 3 consecutive editions of the Daily Record.
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye.
Councilwoman Wynn,
Aye.
Councilwoman Cataldi,
Aye.
Councilman Cahill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Wright.
Aye.
Did Anna stayed, all right. Well, I didn't get a chance to talk to you, Charlie, before the meeting. I think it's a simple question. We did a resolution 2 weeks ago to set a public hearing for tonight for 799 Holt Road, PDD. Snafu, it happens, it did not hit the Webster Herald. Well, if it doesn't publish in time, we couldn't do the public hearing. Is this a corrective, amending resolution, or would you consider this a new resolution?
Let's make it a new resolution.
Love it. So, does anybody have any questions on this?
No.
I'm going to make a motion to set a public hearing for Thursday, December 5th at 7:30 PM to consider the establishment of a Progressive Development District, PDD, at 799 Holt Road, formerly Lumberyard site, and to be published in the November 26, 2024 edition of the Webster Herald.
Second?
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye?
Councilwoman Cataldi,
Aye.
Councilman Cahill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Wynn,
Aye.
Councilwoman Wright.
Aye.
All right. So Anna, the reason why I was, because that was such well articulated up at the podium, that boy, it would be great to put that into the record of the public hearing.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Excellent. And did everybody notice, November 26th is actually a Tuesday. The Webster Herald told us because of the Thanksgiving holiday, they were going to run a Tuesday edition instead of Wednesday. But it still fit into, what is it, Charlie, no less than 5, no more than 10. We got it, so. I'm starting to finally learn. Thank you. I can't believe it. This is it. The last resolution of the night.
I would move that we approve the following items for recycling from the sewer department. The Black & Decker corded drill, tag 01098. A desk chair, tag 01049. Another a deck chair. I'm wondering if that's desk, but at any rate, the tag is 01047. Westinghouse washing machine, no tag. And a boiler from the Chem building, no tag.
Councilwoman Cataldi,
Aye.
Councilwoman Wynn,
Aye.
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye.
Councilman Cahill,
Aye.
Councilwoman Wright.
Aye.
All right, I guess I'm in the bah humbug season. Usually this is the time that we do the round table, but I'm going to executive privilege tonight, and we're going to bypass that because I am going to make a motion to go into executive session under New York Public Officers Law, Section 105, 7, Chapter D, discussions regarding proposed pending or current litigation. I would like the 5 town board members in attendance. Charlie Javesi, town attorney. Paul Adams, town finance director. Brayton Connard, the town human resources director. And I'm actually going to also invite an outside firm, Campus Construction Management, who I think Rory Fitzpatrick is here representing them tonight. It's gonna be a party. I'm gonna also invite Josh Artuzo, our community development director, director of community development, and Bridget Hardy, our director of communications.
Might have been easier to say who couldn't stay.
You know what?
Second.
It's the most attendees, but it'll all make sense.
Second.
Supervisor Flaherty,
Aye.
Councilwoman Ursulou,
Aye.
Councilman Cahill,
Aye.
Councilman Wynn,
Aye.
Councilman Ray.
Aye.
Okay. That concludes our public aspect of the meeting tonight. So if we can, in the next couple minutes, officially shut down the audio videotape, and then we'll have any attendees exit the board. I hope you don't feel left out. The only year with this We're gonna start with Roy's, because then we'll go with you. And then if you want to stick around for the third,